All right, we are finally doing it. We are bringing the Power Wheels to the oval track racing. We're going to be doing some asphalt racing November 28th to the 30th at Creekside Raceway in Glenmore, PA. But first, we're going to be doing a lot of practice at our local little dirt track here that we've kind of brought back. It was an old go-kart track, and the guys got it all cleaned up over there. And yeah, we're going to be bringing a Power Wheels series over there. We're going to be running a stock class and a modified class. But we're kind of just going to dive into this car right here in particular. It's one that little Zoey's been ripping around. It's something that she can run around and keep up with her brother because it is fast. With it turned all the way up, I think it does about 25 miles an hour. And she's only 2 years old. But anyway, we're going to show you guys a little bit about this car and what it takes to build a car for oval track racing, for dirt or asphalt. It's very simple. A speed controller is definitely going to be a must. I wouldn't recommend using a solenoid for a build like this because you're just going to be on-off switch. You know, like for drag racing, that's great. But for something like this, you want to be able to have throttle control. So we're just going to show you what we did with this. This is a Kelly controller. Now, we actually are working on a different style controller setup from, I believe it's Little Peanut Workshop. They make a very good controller. We've been talking with the owner. They've been making some awesome revisions to it as well. And they're actually sending us one out now. And we're going to be putting that in this Dale car up here that will be used for some oval track racing. And we're going to be doing some testing with them. And I truly believe that their controller is going to be much better than this Kelly controller. And it's a lot more affordable, easier to use, and really simple to set up. So we'll keep you guys posted on that. We're going to have a video available on that, hopefully at the beginning of next week once we get it in and do some testing. We'll go through the setup on it and do some different test scenarios. But, I mean, again, this is super simple. These are the stock gearboxes out of the car with the first gear delete. I don't think you need dual motors, I don't know. We haven't used dual motors yet, but the single motors, I would say, are working fine, but I think the dual motors would probably take some amps off of the motor, so it would probably help keep them alive and powerful. So, yeah, maybe dual motors probably wouldn't be a bad idea. You don't need crazy speed, I would say, because these cars can't turn ultimately. But if you can get them to turn good, then that's when the good speed can come in. So I know a lot of guys are going to get creative, so I'm curious to see what everybody's going to do. We have plans to, notch the steering in the front to get more steer out of it. Offset the wheels in the back, like a Corvette wheel on the left side. Maybe keep the Queen wheel on the right side, or put like a Mustang wheel on there. Kind of offset a little bit, But anyway, back to this setup here. Super simple. If you follow my previous videos, it's first gear delete, Kelly controller, super basic wiring with a very generic 3-wire pedal. We have it moved up a lot for Zoey so she can reach it. And if you guys don't know, you can plug these things right into a laptop via this cord here. And you can actually tune it and control how much amps, how much volts, how quick the power comes in, how much throttle it gives, blah, blah, blah. But on this setup here, just to save from hooking the laptop on and off all the time, I just put a screw in, and it actually controls how much throttle she gets there. When we're at the track, I usually will wind it all the way in because we're safe there, and she can go pretty fast. But let's jump over to the battery side. We are just running a 6S LiPo battery with this. Now the only issue we have had is we keep burning up these shifter switches. Now, we are currently just using the factory Power Wheel shifter switch, so it's probably not the right thing to do for this, but it has been working. But if you run it for more than 20 minutes or so with the 6S, this switch right here will get really hot and usually just stop working. So when we go to the dirt track or the asphalt track, we usually just keep a pile of these switches with us and just continuously swap them out. But like I was saying before, we're going to be switching over to the Peanut speed controller, and I think that's going to be a much better setup for longevity, speed, and just overall just better and more affordable for everybody. But we're going to dive into a bunch more of these videos with a lot more in-depth detail. But a lot of guys I know have been asking, you know, what we did to this car. So I kind of just wanted to show you guys real quick how basic it is. And this car does haul. If you've seen some of our videos, it rips. I mean, it's just plastic wheels. We didn't even put rubber on there. You don't really need that for the dirt. I mean, for the asphalt, you would definitely need some rubber. But the biggest modifications we're going to be focusing on here is trying to add some rear stagger to the car, or then getting the steering in the front to be a lot better and to get some more steer out of the car so we can force the car to turn left. So stay tuned. We even got the scales. We're probably going to throw this thing on the scales and see what we can do with it. But yeah, check out some of these other builds we got going on. This is a modified class car we're finishing up for a guy. If you guys are interested in a build, you can reach out to my email, oxfordpowerwheelsracing@gmail.com. We do some remote builds, some light modified class builds, and other things like that. We also have a bunch of gear plates available, dual motor gearboxes, things like that. So hope you guys like this. And if you guys are looking for anything in particular, any certain tutorials, comment down below what you're looking to learn, and we'll try and focus on that. But stay tuned, as with over the next couple of weeks, we're going to have a ton of build videos dropping on building asphalt and dirt oval Power Wheels. So thanks for watching, guys. Make sure you check out eatsleeprace.com and use coupon code Teeterbuilt to save 15% off your entire order. Zoe, say let's go racing.
Let's go racing.
Go, go, go.